Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back, guys. We've got Capri today. Capri 25 in his T-34-45, which is the Tech Tree Tier 6 Russian medium tank, doing a bit of mid-tier gameplay. He comes up here in proc, spawning to the south, and goes up to the hill and does something very interesting here. The Cromwell blazes forward, maybe a little early on that, but there he is, and he really is exposing himself. Watch Capri will come in and he'll stay a little bit lower. The Cromwell is much too high on the hill and gets absolutely eaten alive and then backs out. You'll see Capri come in here. 3045 is a relatively low slung tank, not too tall, so you can use this little divot pretty nicely. The concern is you get hit from the 5-6 line if you come up too high. Sneaks a little shot into the T-23E3, and we got a Cromwell and he's up to 781 spotting. This is a really nice controlling spot. One good thing that happens for Capri here, several good things. Number one, he's got some good snipers hanging out behind him that can hit these guys. Number two, for whatever reason, the artillery doesn't pay too much attention to him. I think they're probably bombing the T-45 TP out there, so the T-45 TP is keeping the enemy artillery busy for the moment. Sneaks another shot nicely into the T-23-3, and finally there's a shot, and all of a sudden he's up to 1,000 spotting. Here comes the Tiger. Also, you'll notice that I believe they're spotted. The IS-2 was seen down there, which means the other one's probably with him. And now you'll notice that Capri just starts getting on a tracking and shooting rampage and spotting rampage. He's up to 1,676. The 45 TP takes care of whatever it was down there that was spotting him. And all of a sudden we got two IS-2s coming up now. So we've dealt with the Tiger, killed him. Two IS-2s have decided that we are Tier 7 heavies and we are going to take this hill. And unfortunately for them, they get absolutely massacred by these guys. Down they go, 2,500 spotting. Again going for the track. Gets tracked and damage, it looks like, and more spotting up to 2,531. Looks like he didn't get any more off that last IS-2. That was interesting. At least not that I saw. And then the EBR takes a little plink at him right there. And basically this game is up for... Well, I was going to say it's up for grabs. Basically, this game is over, provided Capri's team doesn't make a huge mistake. So the guys up on the hill are moving forward. He's got a platoon of T-20s. Old Lord Donovan is too high up there, but he's okay because he's not getting spotted. Capri takes time to type. I would have just kept fighting there, Capri. I mean, it's a small thing, but whatever. And we move in here. Now, this gets interesting here because there's one guy lighting and there's probably campers back there. You really need to make that dude go away. Otherwise, you have things like that happen where the T-20 stopped, it didn't have a shot, and gets hit multiple times. And then we run into this tank, which causes us some issues. And finally, we get their spotter down, which is good. We take a shot from the M44. We're moving in, and we get a light on the 34-100 and the Cromwell. Using these buildings to move forward, down goes the Cromwell. That gets us another 171 spotting. We're up to 2,700. And the 34-100 backs off. Take a quick shot, a little bit more spotting damage, and we're moving in. So I liked this whole sequence up to about right here. I would have gone around the left. Who cares if that guy ends up seeing me? Right now it is clean up on aisle 2, but you actually take a line that I didn't know really existed right there. So there you go. There is a way up from that lower pit. Notice the T-20 can't get up right there. I know you can't climb that. But Capri knows that's that position, or at least he figured it out there, and he comes up top. Now, this is a mistake that I see a lot of players make. You just want to get hit points at this point. There's no reason to actually come up high. This thing has terrible gun depression. You know he's right behind there, more than likely. I'd have come down the flat spot so I had a shot, just come around the corner and shoot him. But we come in here and we sort of spot him, and then we let him see us. He wasn't even looking at us. And then we back up, and I guess we're worried about artillery, maybe waiting for the T-20, but who cares? Go get those hit points. Go get those hit points. Now, if he hits you once, then don't push him, but get in there and get that damage. T-20 and IS come behind him. They're shooting the ground. It takes forever to kill this guy. Capri comes around, hits the ground, unfortunately. And I really think you left some hit points on the table right there. 34-100 goes downhill. And we're going to speed this thing up because it takes a while. We head over here. Come up over the top of this, looking for the guys. They're not on the 5-6. That means they're all hanging out in the back. I would have not gone across the cap. That lets them know they were there. Just hook a little right there and go around the top of the cap. And then we'll come in here. Very surprised you didn't find anybody right there. We end up finding the 304. He goes down. A little more spotting damage. Move up here. There's the Su-100. Take a shot there. We get that kill. And now we're just trying to find the rest of the artillery. That dude had moved over there. And then interestingly, this was bizarre to me, to be quite honest. I don't know if he was holding his shot. But the thing is, you're not spotted right here. So let's just see what happens. All of a sudden, you're spotted. Holy cow. And the M44 is way back in that corner. And you get spotting damage for it. So 3,329, 723 damage. I think you probably could have easily been above 1,000 had you gone in there and engaged that 34-100. That was a small quibble. Small quibble. A nice textbook job of using that spot. I've talked about a lot up there on that hill. Lighting guys. It helped that the enemy team were Muppets and just drove up and over. But hey, you know what? You react to the situation you're given right there. Ends up being a romple stomp. But nice job. Thanks for sending that in. A great example of, sometimes you don't have to do the direct damage yourself. Even in a medium, responsible for 4,000 damage on the enemy team. Right on, man. Thanks for sending that in. Everybody else, appreciate your support of the channel, and we will see you.